Hey guys. Oh hey.
Thank God.
Woo!
It's another Super Go Sunday.
Really serious edition.
Really serious edition. We've come to set you free, baby. We've come to set you free like Moses did the Israelites in Egypt. We come to set you free like Jesus did the people who were in sin and who were sick and shut in. We've come to
Validate
set you
you.
free and validate what the world has said you should not be. That's what we've come to do today.
Oh, okay.
Right?
You're spicy.
That's where I am right now.
Okay, I'm open.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's go.
In a recent video, which I'm going to put it in the iCard and also down below, I spoke about in the description box. I spoke about how I was so proud of Felicia for embracing her feminine side. That's not to say that my woman is not feminine, but there were some issues that she had in embracing some femininity, as well as some issues that I also had as well on the masculine front.
And this exactly what he's saying right there is the issue that we're going to talk about today. I didn't have no issues with embracing my feminine side. I wasn't giving him enough of what he needed from a woman in terms of femininity.
It's true.
I'm as feminine as I'm supposed to be.
True.
And that's the point of this video. This video is to talk about what's called the anime and the animus.
Ooh, say it.
Yes.
Boom.
Boom, boom,
Pow,
boom.
pow.
See, like, why y'all making up stuff? No, we're not. Carl Jung, if you guys don't know, my first degree is in psychology. I love psychology. I love the mind. I love all that
Smart.
stuff.
Put the smart hat on.
Thank you. Boo. Kiss your friend.
Brain
So smart. Anyway, and so Carl Jung had this philosophy, theory, if you will, that the anime in a man is where a man is embracing his masculine energy.
Yes, he embraces his masculine energy. However, he suppresses his feminine energy.
And the female, the woman, she is
living out her feminine energy. However, she suppresses the masculine energy, which is called the animus.
we're all born with masculine and
feminine.
feminine behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As we start to kind of connect to the world around us, our parents, our guardians, those most dominant in our lives, we start to identify, oh, she's a girl, she does this, or he's a man, he does that. And so we try to emulate those behaviors that our parent or guardian models. Then as we grow older, we hear, don't cry if you're a little boy, just for example, or girls should be sweet, girls should put others first, girls should be nurturing, right? And so we relate to that, many of us, not all of us, there are exceptions to the rule, but many of us want to fit into what society says we are. So we suppress what naturally, innately is in everyone. So whereas sometimes men are a little more competitive or just general characteristics, more aggressive, lacks empathy, those are not characteristics that a woman is supposed to have. A woman shouldn't have a wild streak. A woman shouldn't be vulgar or loud. On the contrary, a man...
Yes. A man also, on the contrary, what he experiences is that he has like this masculine energy. He's been taught you don't cry, you're strong. And then the other side of it, though, that more feminine side, is you can become like, more soft. You can look at your child and tell them how much you love them. You can converse and share how you feel. That hasn't really been strengthened in him. So the point of this is, when the boy grows into a man and the girl grows into a woman and they become attracted to one another, then they start to see in each other what they've suppressed for so long.
In themselves.
So for instance, you're looking at a classic example of what Carl Jung would have said is the anime and animus. When Felicia and I first started dating, there were many folks who were like, yo, I just don't get it. Y'all seem so opposite, but what do y'all see in one another? There's multiple things that we can express to you, but for the sake of this video, let's just keep it like this. The way I was raised is I suppressed that part of me that was entertainment, that dancing, that frolicking, that just being feisty and free. And Felicia, when I met her, it spoke to me, something that I felt like on the inside, that I'm like, whoa, she exhibits out in the world what I want to be, but I just don't have the courage to do because society has told me for so long, and also like where I was raised, this is how you're supposed to respond. This is how you're supposed to behave. And it's the same way for Felicia. Like my idea of a woman for me is someone who's free, someone who's feisty, someone who's passionate, someone who is Felicia. Felicia's idea, and you correct me if I'm wrong, for a man is someone like me, someone who's just like cool. You know, you're not exaggerated, you're not loud, you're not like overly passionate over stuff. You know, it's like not this high low. You just like really like.
But bringing it back to
cool.
bringing it back to the anime, because that doesn't show my masculine side.
True.
I think that men should be chill. That's
Right.
just, I don't like loud men. I think that men should be assertive in their thinking. I think that men should be sexually free and comfortable and confident in that. I think that men should exert not too dominant, but they need to be logical in their thinking, and they need to be able to follow, the train on their thinking. And so when I met Sharif, that's what I saw. He was relaxed. He was cool. He was. He always rejected me, and so I thought to myself that he was disciplined, and I thought that he was sure of himself, because he didn't go with the crowd. We wanted him to go to karaoke every weekend, and he would be like, "Oh, thanks for the invite, but I'm okay." And I liked his self-awareness, and like, I don't want to hang out with you guys. And so that's the part of me that I had to suppress, right? Because I had to do what other people wanted me to do.
But that's the part about you, and like seriously, now that you're saying it, that's the part about you that you suppress, that you loved in me, but that you actually have. Although she explained to you how she sees a man being, Felicia is very, very logical, very decisive, very assertive. She really puts forth that masculine energy where it matters.
But I'm known as a biatch.
Yes.
It's like, you're too headstrong. You're too much. If I say what it is that I said,
right,
it's not acceptable. It's not okay for me to be sexual. It's not. Right. I am.
Right.
But when I get in a crowd with other women, they reject me,
right, because
I'm too much. I'm over the top. I'm this. I'm that. I'm me.
If you feel insecure about how you are operating in this space, in this world, because like your family or your friends or other people are telling you that you should be one way, but you don't feel like that in the inside, don't be that person. Like, stop being what everyone else wants you to be and be who you are meant to be. Because once you do that, you start to find your happiness and your balance in this world. Felicia is the first, and right now still the only person in my life, and I can say this with all clarity, the only person in my life who takes my bright side, my dark side. She takes my male side, like my masculine side, my feminine side, and she causes me to feel comfortable in that. Like, I can share and expose things with my wife, and she does not judge me, nor does she say, "Oh, you crying, what the," like, she don't do any of that. And my whole thing is, if your goal is to be in a relationship, you need to seek that. I was telling somebody last week, someone who expressed some relationship issues that they had. And I said to this person, I said, listen, if your woman doesn't cause you to feel like how my wife makes me feel, chances are she's not the one for you. And I said to him, like, I don't mean to say it in an arrogant way, but for real, Felicia is like a standard. Now, I know everybody doesn't have a taste in Sharif, and everybody won't have a taste in Felicia, but the point is just this. The person that you're with should make you feel comfortable. The person that you're with should actually bring out, as a male, that anime, and as a woman, that animus in you, that attraction, that thing that you have been suppressing for so long. They bring that out of you, and they cause you to feel free in being that way. Once you find that, you found that harmony. And even if that person, hopefully, God willing, that person is someone that you can spend the rest of your life with. But even if they're not your lifetime, at least in that season, they pull something out of you that you can finally be and be confident in.
Okay, so let's take for instance when we are thinking about the anime and the animus in relationship. Let's say we have boy who loves fashion.
Oh, that's a good one.
We'll say man, so that you guys don't feel, like I'm trying to shave the hair off your chest. Okay, so man loves fashion, man loves conversation, man loves selfies, man loves praise, right? Woman loves basketball. She loves a good ponytail, some easy braids, her J's. She good. Maybe she want to roll one. She good, right? They come together, and the world goes, this is what anime and animus is. What we're saying is that boy who loves clothes and that girl, now woman, who loves basketball are finally in a situation together where it fits and it feels right, because boy loves fashion, but boy loves basketball. Girl loves basketball, but girl loves, I don't know, what do we want to say? Babies.
Right.
Let's just say babies. Right. Or a ride or die. Let's say girls a ride or die. That's the street version of nurturance. Right? She's looking out. It is. That's a street way of saying she ride or die. She down for you, she down for whatever. The ride or die is masculine energy.
Yeah.
The man who's able to sit down and understand how his woman feels, and he's able to regurgitate to her ideas and her thoughts through her words. That's feminine energy. That's when it's a good fit. So that's the purpose in this video. That's what we're saying. We're saying when you meet that person, you meet that man, and he's into fashion, instead of labeling him, you're metro, you're gay, you're soft, you're a mama's boy.
Right.
How about you say, wow, you've really figured out a way to embrace who you are,
right?
Who you were born. Because, right, we were all born in this kind of ethereal, like free place. When we're kids, we're dancing and playing. Sharif, he cries. Saya, she wrestles. You know what I mean? And I love to see that fluidity in the kids.
Right.
So then now that I'm seeing Saya's in school, she's changing a little bit. She cries more. She wants her way more. Sharif slaps sides. I'm like, where did this energy come from? It's in there. When you meet a person and they don't try to change that, you found a match. So here we go. Here is the take-home message in case your mind is going everywhere and you're trying to relate to something we're saying, but you don't understand quite surely. We're saying that all of us connect to people that are who we are deep down inside. I know that it's been said that you're attracted to your father, you're attracted to your mother. In reality, you're attracted to yourself.
Deep. Bars.
Boom. Until next time, guys, remember,
when something seems bad,
turn it around and
make something good. Blessings.